A square-based perimeter has a height of 50 centimeters. The sloping edge makes an angle of 75 degrees with the base. So the best thing here is we should um, try to draw the figure. So this is a square pyramid. I just make it in a slant, a little slant, so we can see the height. So this is a square pyramid, and then we'll find the sloping edge. So this one is the edge, sloping edge, the one that it creates with the height, which is 50. And from here, we have a degree theta, which is 75 degree. Find the length of the sloping edge. So to get this one, we can use sine rule. Opposite sine 75 is opposite over hypotenuse. The hypotenuse here is our sloping edge. So that's 50 over sine 75 degrees. Using your calculator, it gives you 51.7635 or 51.8 centimeters. So the length of the diagonal of the square base. So we're looking for this. So probably we can just find this part and then multiply it by 2. So to get this, this is the same as we can use tangent opposite over adjacent, where our adjacent is this one. So using this formula, our adjacent is 50 times tangent 75 degrees, give you this one. But since we're looking for diagonal, what we solve is only this part. We need to get also the other half. So we simply multiply it by 2. The diagonal is twice A. So that will be 26.7979 or 26.8 centimeters. The volume of the pyramid is computed as area of the base times the height divided by 3. The area of the base is a square, so normally it's x times x or x squared. But instead of x, we are given a diagonal. So we can use the area of the square using diagonal, which is d squared over 2. So substituting, we have 1/3 of d squared over 2 or 50, where our d is given to be this one. But here, we're going to use the original value. So uh, you should have already stored this in your calculator. So using your calculator, solving the value, it will give you 5990 correct to 3 significant digits. Okay, for number 5, you are given a function f of x and g of x. We write out the transformation which maps the graph of y of g of x to f of x. So g of x becomes this, and we can see the transformation is we simply move 2 units to the left and write down hence or otherwise write down the equation of the asymptotes of y. There are two asymptotes, vertical and horizontal. So for horizontal asymptote, our y still equals to 0, and our vertical asymptote is all x equals -2. For letter C, we get the inverse, so use the formula, we exchange x for y, and then we solve for y, and that is our inverse, so this gives us this answer. Write down the equation of the asymptote. So normally they just reverses x, y, y, x. So our horizontal asymptote will be y equals -2 and x equals 0. A very simple problem. Okay, for the last problem in short response test, a semicircle has a diameter with diameter AB with length 2. So the length of this is 2. Try to draw the figure. The center AB is labeled O. The point P is on the curved edge of the semicircle POA, and POA is acute angle theta. So it's here. A rectangle is drawn with one edge on part of the line segment AB. So AB, you can see the length of the rectangle is on AB, part of that, and one corner at P, and another corner on the other part, of course, where it will be parallel. So I draw this figure rectangle. Rectangle is length times width. I can find uh, the width, but I will have problem with my length. So probably I'll just get the area of the triangle, and then later on, if this is a triangle, I know there are four equal triangles here. So getting the area of one and then multiplying it by 4, I will get the area of the rectangle. So for the area of the triangle, that's since it's a rectangle, it has a right angle, so I can use AB over 2, where AB, what are the coordinates of A? Let's say coordinates of this value, because we don't know it, nothing is given. We just can just use cosine and sine, or xy, that's xy, cosine sine over 2. And then multiplying it by 4, I will have 2 cosine theta sine theta. Okay, 4 divided by 2 is, where do we have this? But 2 cosine, we have problem number 6 here. 4, there's 4 over 2. I missed some part here. So this will give me here 2 over 2 cosine over 2. So I just split this 4 to 2 times 2. 2 cos, let me clear this. I just split 4 into 2 times 2 cos theta sine theta over 2. So I simply rename. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. And 2 cosine theta sine theta, we have the identity for this, and that's equal to sine 2 theta. So proving that the area of the rectangle is sorry, 3 sine 2 theta, where k is 1, is equal to k sine 2 theta. Hence, find the largest area of such rectangle. So I can use my GDC to graph f of x equals sine 2x, and that gives me these coordinates where y value, which is the area, is equal to 1. So that's equal to 1 square unit.